So today we're going to be doing the draft only rebuild. That's it, the draft only rebuild. I can only get players through the first year player draft, not the Rule 5 draft, the first year player draft. That's it. That's it. It is my most watched video ever, and that was in MLB The Show 20. So I thought, you know what, since you guys liked it so much, let's bring it to MLB The Show 21. So I hope you do enjoy it. Of course, if you do, hit that thumbs up down below. As I'm recording this, we're 200 subs away from 40,000 subs. If you're new here, consider hitting that subscribe button. And of course, hit that bell icon to be notified whenever a video does go live. And in the comment section, let me know if you guys have ever done a rebuild like this, or if you've ever done a crazy rebuild and you got some ideas, let me know down below. Of course, follow my Twitter as well as my Twitch channel. We've been streaming every single day. And then that's about it, guys. No more plugs. Let's hop into it. So with this, we're going to be using the Pirates, not because I'm rebuilding the Pirates, but just because the Central is a fairly easy division, you know, compared to going in like the West or the East of the American League, where we'd have to face like the Yankees, the Blue Jays, the Red Sox, and then the West, you'd have the Dodgers, the Padres. I don't really want to face that. So I'm going to turn the contract off because I want to be with this team for as long as I can. And, everything else should be the same. I'm going to turn ignore budgets on so that the CPU can just sign whoever. I don't really... Actually, yeah, we'll just... Whatever. It doesn't matter. It really doesn't, because for me, it's all about keeping hold of the draft picks. So, yeah, there we go. That should be it, and I'm going to take control of everything. What I probably will do is I'll let the CPU handle all the roster transactions, like contracts, trades, free agency signings, up until I have a full team of drafted players, and then I'll take over everything, just because I'm gonna be simming for what, 6 picks a year, so what, 5 years to get like at least 30 players. So I'm gonna have to sim through 5 years. The only thing I'm focusing in on is the draft. So up until we have a full 26-man roster, I don't really care. So let me hop into the regular season. Like I said, I don't care what the roster looks like. All I care about is this right here, my scouts. I want the best scouts available. What's our central scout looking like? Not terrible, but not great. I kind of like this one a little bit better. Maybe this one. Yeah, we're gonna go with that one. And then we need a new... The West Scout's good, the international, so we need an East Scout. Perfect. We're all set up. So yeah, I'm gonna do my scouting. I was gonna say I'm gonna let the CPU handle the scouting. No. I'm handling the scouting. And if you haven't seen my scouting tips video, yeah, I'll put a link to it down below. I don't know why I paused there. I don't know what happened there. I think I just had a brain fart. I'll leave a link to it down in the pinned comment so you guys can check out my scouting and draft video that gives you all the tips that you may need. So I'll see you guys at the draft. We'll kind of break down what I'm thinking and we'll go from there. All right, so we're at the draft. We have the first overall pick, and let me see who we're gonna rock with. Edgar Rosas looks pretty good. What about the other blue chip prospects? I wouldn't mind taking like a longer term project, because like I don't really need a player right now, and letting them develop for a few seasons. I don't hate, Jackie Waldron with the goatee mullet combo, on top of that being a 70 overall in the scouting grade already. He might be the move. He might be the move. Even though I was just talking about possibly getting a long-term project, I think we can't pass up on a closer like that. I think that's just too good of a player to pass up on. Otherwise, I probably would have taken Philip Matsuzaka because of his hitting stats already being this good, even though he's only rated a 55 overall on the scouting grade. So yeah, I gotta take this closer. This is just too good of a player to pass up on. We gotta get him. All right, second round, here we go. I mean, that guy looks pretty good too. Ooh, okay. Ken Whitmore, decent as well. I'm gonna probably go with one of those two guys, unless Philip Means. I did say I want a long-term project, but he don't look that great. Eric Dye, not terrible. And then Harrison Smith. It looks like they went a little pitcher heavy with all these players that I scouted. I didn't realize I got that many pitchers. I didn't think I did, but I guess I did. So do I want Whitmore, who's 20, or what was the other one? Miguel Castillo, who's 19. He's got 50, 60, 45 for the first 3 per 9s. Ooh, I'm gonna go Whitmore. He's a little bit older. Hoping he'll develop a little bit quicker. And then that way we'll have a player who's like good to go, be our ace by the time we're, you know, doing that. Oh, this guy's still available. Easy, perfect. I get the 2 pitchers that I wanted, and now it's looking like we're just gonna have to kind of guess. Are we gonna go pitcher heavy? I might take a shot on that Jim Conrath guy. Yeah, let's just take a shot on him. Let's just load up on pitchers to start with. That way we can let them develop, because they usually take longer to develop than position players. So if we can get like a full rotation or like half a rotation, half a bullpen setup, I'm down. I'm down for sure. Joyce, no. He doesn't look too bad. Armas doesn't look too bad. But I'm going to take a look around also and see what's kind of available. You know what? I might take a shot on a center fielder there, because he looks kind of decent. He definitely does. Or do we go Armas? We do have him scouted fairly well. Ooh, that guy looks kind of good too. I'll take a shot. Okay, what we'll do is we'll take Armas, and if that first baseman or that center fielder is still available next round, we'll take them. We'll take them. So what do we say? A first baseman? He's gone. What about the center fielder? He's gone too, of course, right? So who do we go with here then? Maybe another pitcher. I mean, it might just be another pitcher. He doesn't look terrible. I might go with that reliever there, Mark Wallen. Get another bullpen, or get at least one bullpen arm along with that closer that we had. And then our final pick is going to be, let's see here. I might take a random stab in the dark with somebody. So it's going to be one of these 3. I'm going to go... I'll try this guy. I don't think he's going to be as good as he is. He's probably going to be the lowest potential player that we have. But let's take a shot. Let's see what we got. And let's go take a look at the Rule 5. Not the Rule 5. Let's go take a look at our draft picks. Okay, so Jackie Waldron, already a 74 overall with 94 potential. And wow, was I wrong about that last pick. Kenny Joseph, 72 overall, 87 potential. That's a snag right there in the 6th round of the draft. We got 77 potential for Mark Wallen, 71 for Armas. Man, that's tough. So there was the first baseman and the center fielder that we could have taken instead. Let me go find those. Okay, I couldn't remember their names. And I tried looking at like where they were in the draft. Just couldn't find them. But Armas was definitely not the right pick. We probably should have went with the center fielder or the first baseman. Conrath was 60 or 75 potential is not bad. We got 84 potential for Castillo, 84 for Whitmore, but this is definitely the main guy here. I like our draft. We got some decent pitchers, so at least we got that to start out with. All right, so we're at the 2nd draft. Let me put myself in the corner so you guys can see the picks here. We get the 2nd pick. Dang it, I was kind of hoping we got the first, but they didn't really take a good one, so we should be good here. So another closer. I don't really want to go too closer heavy, but normally that's just the best picks available. Ooh, Emilio Mesa is that dude, 100%. There's no way there's anybody else that's better than him. Elvis Lantigua puts up a good argument, but I think Howard Corbin too, dude, with that power. Oh man, we've got some outfielders for days. We've got a pitcher in Jack Jackson. Oh wow, they're spoiling me here. A catcher, a starting pitcher. Oh man. Huh. Okay, so we looked at Corbin. Catchers are so tough to come by, though. Catchers are so tough to come by. Like good catchers. Oh, there's a couple good catchers down here. Okay, we're going to the center fielder. 100%. Center fielder, Howard Corbin. Please don't take all the catchers. Please don't take all the catchers. No. No, don't take all the catchers. They took all the catchers. Okay, we're going to take this guy. Long-term project. I don't want to miss out on him. We need catchers. They're really tough to come by. I know there's going to be so many good players in the draft, but we can't miss out on a good catcher. So, yeah, the rest so far not too impressive. I want to see those catchers we just missed out on, because there was one that looked really good. Who, I think it was this one. Yeah, Israel Anaya. That's who I wanted. Unfortunately, he got snatched up real quick. So, with that being said, let's go take a look around the league and see what else is available. That's not somebody I want. This guy might be a late pick for us. Maybe next round if he's still available. He looks pretty good. He doesn't look bad either. but I'm thinking this first baseman might be the move, just based on what we have available. Or do we take Bryant Haas? He actually doesn't look bad. Let's take Bryant Haas, and then we'll see what happens. I think that first baseman got taken, so that's sad. Did he get taken? He didn't. Steven Anderson looks good. Oh wait, no, he did get taken. Dang. I'll still take Steven Anderson. We do have a couple years to let players develop, so like I'm not too worried about it. And that way we can take players that we have fully scouted, players that we have that like look decent, and we can kind of build from there. Jose Anaya, we'll take a shot on Jose Anaya. What is his brother Israel Anaya, the catcher? He in the draft too? We got twins or something? Okay. What? Do we just take this first baseman? Do we just take him? They're like really pushing it, so maybe he's just like meant to be into the squad. Hugh Turner? I might take Hugh Turner. Let me see. Alright, we'll go this guy, and if Hugh Turner's there for the last pick, we'll take Hugh Turner. Which he did. He's not gonna make it through. He got snatched up like 4 picks before this pick. So I will take we'll take this guy. All right, let's go see how this turned out, because I'm a little interested. See how we did. Man, who got that catcher that I wanted? It was, I think this guy was good. He's a 69 overall, Bryce Mullen. But the other one was Israel Anaya. Where's he at? 70 overall with B potential. So we did miss out on one, but let's go take a look at our picks and see how it went. See how everything... I mean, I'll take it. 75 overall for Howard Corbin. Look at his fielding and speed already. We just work on that contact and that vision. This guy's going to hit home runs for days. He's going to tear up the league. Gustavo Cardona. Yeah, he's 56 overall, but look at those hitting stats. Easy. Perfect player there. We got Bryant Haas, who looks decent. Okay. Steven Anderson, long-term project, but 86 potential. 73 potential for Anaya, but at least we have a shortstop now. First base, Ishikawa's got 84 potential. No secondaries there. No secondaries for anybody. And then Patrick Milwaukee. He's got 76 potential, but you know what? I like it. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. We've got some good picks. All right, we're in season 3. The CPU just traded away Howard Corbin. I'm not having this. I'm giving them back who they gave us, Luis Eel, and then I'm going to throw them somebody else. They can afford Arnaz. Yeah, you're not taking Howard Corbin from me. He is mine. He is not going anywhere. And with that being said, now I'm going to go to user settings. You go to mode specific to change things. And then I'm going to make sure that the trades are set to manual, because I don't want to lose any of my prospects. All right, so now we're the 3rd pick in season 3. We're just slowly moving our way down the ladder. And I mean, those are good picks, but I have a feeling we're going to have some better ones to go with. McGregor does look good. Who else do we have? Milano looks really good. Okay, let's take a look and see what else. We got a second baseman. No thank you. A second baseman. He looks decent. He definitely looks decent. Injury risk high, but injuries are off, so we don't have to worry about that. A catcher, shortstop. Ooh, and this is going to be a solid pick, because we know he's got potential because he's a blue chip prospect. Second baseman. Ooh, we found him. It's going to be this guy. He can play the outfield too. Ooh, I like that. Okay. So we're going to go Charles Marmolejo. We're just going to take the best player possible. There's no reason not to. And I'm assuming that Milano guy got drafted. He was a left fielder, right? There's no way he did. Did he not get drafted? Am I blind? Give me him. If nobody wants him, there's no... How does nobody want Ricky Milano? That dude looks insane. Okay. So now, what do we have here? I mean, a right fielder is not a bad idea. Might as well. You know what? We don't really have a lot of relievers. So I'm going to take Dante Haskett. This guy looks great. He looks fantastic. He actually looks really good with the vision. But we need at least some relievers. We can't just rely on a bunch of closers. And I don't even think there's any. Okay. You know what? We have this guy scouted more. I'm going to take Blanco and hope that we can still get that one guy that's available here. Aguila, there we go. The Eagle, Frank the Eagle. And let's keep moving forward. What do we have here? I'm gonna take James Nemeth. Yeah, I think that's the move, unless Ivan Benitez looks really good. He does. Both have them. They're scouted the same too. Benitez or Nemeth? Benitez. All right, let's go Benitez. And then we've got 2 more picks. Who do we go with? Do we go a reliever if there's any available? I think that might be the move, and just take a shot on one and hope that one is really good, like this Nick Weber guy. I think that's the move. Yeah, we're going to go Nick Weber. And then the last pick, I'm trying to think. We kind of do need, we don't really need much. I feel like we've kind of covered everything. We got really lucky. The potential at 75 and the 80 overall scares me off from this guy. Like, really worries me that he's going to suck. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play it. You know what? Let's take a risk. Nelson Kang. We'll see how he is. I doubt he's going to be very good, but he might end up being a beast like the other guy was. So let's get to the draft. How did we do? Yeah, 69 potential, and Weber only 68 potential. But the top picks, Marmolejo, 93 potential. Look at those hitting stats already. We've got 83 potential for Ricky Milano. I don't know how this guy got dropped to the second round. Christopher Blanco, 84 potential. Aguila, 87 potential. Benitez, 81 potential. So I'm thinking, let me just double check the rest of the draft. We've got enough starters. We could use a little bit more help in the bullpen. And then I think we need like 1 or 2 more outfielders, a little bit of infield help, but we really need to focus on this bullpen. Let's try to build up the bullpen, get a couple closers, and really make this team strong, because I think within what, two more seasons, we should have a really strong team. All right, this is season 4, so we've got 2 more drafts before we actually kind of like throw players into the mix and start getting this draft only rebuild done. We have the first pick, and I did say I wanted bullpen help, and let me see. Ooh, Omar Nunez is looking like that guy. Do we have any other blue chip prospects hiding down here? Nah. So we're gonna go Omar Nunez. He looks insane. Only 20 as well. Get in the squad. So with this being said, we only have 1 more draft after this before we just throw every player that we have into the squad, and then just kind of keep building and building and building until we have a really good team, until we, at least compete for a World Series. I'm going to get Alberto Cisneros here. So I'm also looking at trying to get another catcher. Anybody looking kind of good? Alexis Cordero might be it. I'm going to take him before he goes. Definitely need some bullpen help. The CPU keeps cutting a lot of the picks that I'm getting, or they're letting them getting taken from the Rule 5 draft, or they're just trying to sabotage everything. So I've had to trade for a couple of the players that they've let go, and then other teams have been picking up. And then at the same time, it's just been a pain. The CPU is like the worst. It really is. It's just the worst. It makes everything so much more difficult. And I think I'm gonna go Gorzelski here. But yeah, basically what I'm saying is, man, the CPU sucks. They're getting rid of all my good players. I'm trying to keep them on the roster. And I know I do have a couple things on auto, and probably should switch it now, especially at the point where, this is kind of like, I need to make sure I keep all my players. I need to make sure they start getting some reps in AAA, majors possibly. But yeah, I think we're kind of running out of players here. Are there any sneaky picks down here? Sometimes there are. I'm going to get William Tachiki. What a name, dude. What a name. And then we'll see what this final pick is going to be for season 4 draft. I mean, man, like, who do we go? Do we go Poole, Scadam, Diaz, or Gaylord Kruger? I'm going to go Kruger just based on his name, unless Soto looks good. No, we're going to go Kruger. And we're going to see what this last draft looks like, or this most recent draft, I should say, not the last one, because we've got 1 more after this. So, draft picks. Okay, so Nunez looks great, right? We do need that bullpen help. He looks fantastic. Solid. Love it. Cisneros, still pretty good. Good hitter. First baseman, no other secondaries. I might have to move one of our other first basemen to maybe like third. Maybe the outfield. we'll see. Cordero as a backup catcher, I don't hate it. He's got really good hitting stats. He looks huge. 6'5". Jesus. Gorzelski, 77 potential. I'll take it. I'll definitely take it. 71. Tachiki though looks really solid, and then Gaylord Kruger, 78 potential as well. I'll take it for sure. I'll take it for sure. So here we go. That was season 4. We got one more season to go, and then we'll start bringing everybody up to the majors, not the minors. They've already been through the minors. Alrighty, so last draft. Here we go. We got the first pick, and all right, what do we have here? Pedroza looks decent, but I'm also looking for someone like Matt Will, someone that can just come in, help us out immediately. Lawrence Simmons might be that guy. We do need some help in the outfield. That guy looks pretty good too. He's 70 overall already. We also do need some pitching help, so that might be something we have to look forward to, or like look for in the future. But I think Lawrence Simmons, Matt Wills, I mean, is a contact guy. He looks great. I don't think we could go wrong with any of the three. Even the outfielder looks really good too. But we have Milano, we have Corbin, and we have one more, Aguila. So like, I'm okay with that. Maybe just have a backup. Catchers are a little meh. First baseman, we don't necessarily have a crazy first base / third baseman yet. But like I said, catchers are really hard to come by. The rest of those positions are really easy to come by. And we could always move one of our catchers that we already have to a different position. Let's go Lawrence Simmons. I know you guys are probably like, no, go for the other guy. But we got to get a good catcher. And now let's try to see what other picks are available. So we don't really have any other good green scouted players. So let's try to get some good pitchers in. Like I said, I mean, that's a good looking right fielder right there. Okay, we're going to take the right fielder. Reed, Merced, and then if that other pitcher that I just saw was at the top, we'll take him. Hopefully he is. He is not. Caminiti was not the guy. So, what could we do here? Do we go for a closer? Jeffrey Dudek looks decent. Herman, not so much. So I'm thinking maybe Caminiti. Dude looks like a goon as well. Plus we get another early pick, so we could always just try. Let's go for Willard Brenner, and we've got 3 more picks. Where do we go from here? I feel like pitching is probably the most important. We've been kind of preaching that in the rebuilds so far, like that it's just like the most important thing to get. We don't have a good shortstop. That's another thing. I know we don't have a good shortstop. He's like mediocre. He's mediocre. And I think his potential was like, what, 70s? So maybe that was something that we probably should have considered. What pick is this? Round 5? Maybe we take that. Who's this? What's he look like? We'll take a shot. Jackie Nieve. And then the last one. Where do we go? Pitcher maybe? I'm thinking pitcher is probably the safe bet. How many pitchers do we have? Let me see. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, we need position players. Oh, okay. So let's go. Man, there's some good pitchers available. Oh, but we need position players. So we're going to go with... Dude, there's so many good... Oh, man, I want that pitcher. We have so many pitchers though, and I can only afford so many. Like I need more position players. But a lot of these pitchers look really, really good, and I feel like they're probably the better picks, especially the bullpen arms. So we're gonna do it. Oh man, I want to see how many. I hope we have enough players. We should. If not, we might be in trouble. So let me go take a look. Let's see what we got here. That's a draft right there. Lawrence Simmons, 91 potential. He's got a noodle for an arm, but that's okay. Merced, 87 potential. This dude's built. 5'9", 190 almost. Ooh, okay. We've got 75 potential for Caminiti. That's okay. 89 for Brenner. solid. Nunez, 88. So I think our bullpen's set. I'm not going to draft any more bullpen arms. Nieve looks like a really good shortstop. And then Merca, 72 potential and he's 72 overall. So it's not terrible. That's definitely not terrible. I feel like our bullpen's set. I feel like we have plenty of good bullpen arms. It's now just we got to get that starting rotation good and the rest of the lineup, and we should be solid. So I'll see you guys for the start of next season. I'll show you what roster we're going to rock with for the very first year, and then we'll just keep going from here. Alrighty, so this is the first season with a full squad. I mean, full squad. We are missing a couple players. There was one player that I cut just because he wasn't developing, and realistically, he was like our worst pick, and that was his name was Jose Armas. I almost said Fernando Armas. It's Jose Armas, but let me show you our team here. So I'm not worried about that. I'm more worried about showing you everything that we've got going on here. So a couple players I did move from closer to relief pitcher. That way we just have like 1 or 2 closers and then the rest are relievers. And this is a squad. We've got Miguel Gonzalez, which I'm going to pull up everybody's name here. Miguel Gonzalez was... When did I draft Miguel Gonzalez? Where is he? Okay, Miguel Gonzalez, I got him mixed up with somebody else. Okay, so now let's break it down. We've got Miguel Castillo. I guess down here works the best so you can see their overalls. Miguel Castillo was first season. Ken Whitmore was second season, I believe. Where's Ken? Oh, first season. He was actually our second pick. John Merca is a recent pick. He was actually the last draft. So he's in the team. Bryant Haas was the second season, and Jim Conrath I know was the first season. So all our starters here. Ivan Benitez was, I think, the second season, maybe the third season. Christopher Blanco was the third season as well. Brenner was that season 5? It was season 5. Nunez was season 4. Wallen was... Where's Wallen? When did we get Wallen? Season 1, he was one of our last picks. Kenny Joseph was the last pick that we had in season 1. And then Jackie Waldron was our very, very first pick. And man, the stats look fantastic for a couple of these players. The lineup, on the other hand, we've got Khan, who was, season 3? Yeah, last pick in season 3. He's already had some MLB time, as you can see. Just a little bit, but nothing too crazy. We have Anaya, who was season 2. Anderson, who was season 2. Ishikawa was season 2. And Cordero was season 4. So those are all our bench players, and none of them besides Kong has had MLB time. So now with Cardona, he was season 1. We've got Aguila, who was season 3. Cisneros was a recent pick. Cisneros was... Oh, actually, he was our... Cisneros, first baseman. Where is he? Where is he? He was a recent pick. Oh, season 4. Marmolejos was season 3. Corbin was season 2. Milano, I remember Milano. He was season 3. Junior Bedelia, what a name, dude. Junior Bedelia, he was season 4. Reese Merced was a recent pick. We had him in the most recent draft. And so was Jackie Nieves. So that's all the picks. The players that we're missing, I think, are our catcher, Lawrence Simmons. That's kind of the big one to worry about offensively from what I remember. And then we do have a couple pitchers that are down in the farm system as well. Tachiki and Caminiti. And then I signed a crazy amount of players to fill out the roster. But we have Gaylord Kruger is another one, along with Bert Nunez, Milaki, and Gorzelski. So those are kind of the main players. I have every single draft pulled up on this monitor right here. So I have every single player that we've drafted so far. So this is the team. Let me show you what we're going to be working with here. Yeah, it's not fantastic. I mean, when you look at it, our catcher is our leadoff guy. Kind of gives me Jason Kendall vibes. A little slower, but good contact. Okay fielding. Aguila in the 2 spot. Cisneros is like one of our best hitters on the team. At first, we've got Marmolejo, who is easily like our best hitter, along with Corbin, who is just our best all-around player. We've got Milano, Bedelia, Merced, and Nieve. I think Milano had some MLB time as well. He had 18 games in 2024, which he did really well, and then he kind of cooled off the next season. So we'll see how this goes. I might kind of start matching up players based on certain matchups. If they do better versus lefties, we put them in. If they do better versus righties, and then I'm going to let some of those other guys that we have sit in the minors and develop. I think pitching wise, we could use a couple more starters. I think we could use maybe one bullpen arm, but the majority of it is like, I really need, oh, we have a shortstop. I didn't point out the shortstop. Wait, no, it's Nieve. Where is he starting? Did I mention? Oh yeah, Nieve, he's starting. Duh. We could probably use another, like, let's see, maybe an outfielder as backup, maybe a third baseman, and we'll go from there. But I think the team overall is pretty solid. It's pretty difficult trying to keep track of all these players. But yeah, that's the team. Let's see how it goes, and I'll see you guys at the draft. I'll probably just start showing you guys the draft rather than me breaking it down pick by pick, and then I'll see you guys at the end of the season. So draft, end of the season, see you in a bit. All right, so really quickly, I was trying to find players that could help us out immediately. Vernon Tejada is one of those guys potentially. We've got Armando De Villar, who looks okay. Good vision, good contact. That's what I liked about him. Cedric Whitley, good contact. We've got Ike Kaiser. Looks okay. Nothing special. And then the rest were kind of the same. So overall, pretty disappointing. I really tried to just go boom or bust with these picks, and didn't really go well. So our first season's done, and 72 and 90 is actually pretty good. I'm actually really happy with that turnout. So actually, I do want to take a look around the league and see what teams are looking like. So you'll definitely see some new names, but Arenado, Carlson's up to an 87. You've got a lot of the young prospects should be hitting, the majors by this point. We're 6 years in, or 5 years in. We're about to go into season 6, and you can see there's some Cabrine Hayes is on the Dodgers now with a stacked team. The Padres are still looking pretty solid. Tatis is 27 at this point, which okay, fair enough. But yeah, you can see Rutschman's a 91. What else? Trey Turner with the Red Sox. Okay. But yeah, I wanted to kind of slowly go through this, or not necessarily slowly, but just kind of look around the league, see who's developed, who's starting to fall off, see who's not really on a team anymore, see who's on a team, see who's developed, kind of things like that. So you guys can kind of get an idea of where we're at in, the save. So some interesting names, maybe some names that I can keep track of for a franchise series. And okay, I'm liking what I'm seeing. So speaking of franchise series, if you missed yesterday's franchise, yesterday, I'm trying to get this out the day after the franchise releases. If you guys missed it, go check out that franchise series. Go leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of it. So standings wise, 19 games out, which isn't terrible. We're ranked 30th, which, okay, ERA is a little high. The average is a little low, but for the most part, for us not to finish last, I'm pretty happy with what happened. That's a pretty good turnout for sure. I'm really happy with this team. So let's take a look at league leaders really quickly. We did have a couple league leaders. I didn't see it, sadly, but we've got hits for Marmolejo and Aguila. Okay, what else? Pirates, double. Aguila had the most doubles in the league, which awesome. Love seeing that. And let me see, what was the other one? Maybe it was pitching, because I'm not really seeing Marmolejo 22 stolen bases. What else do we have? Anything? It had to have been pitching then, because I'm not seeing, or was it just one? I did see the saves there, so it looks like something changed with our lineup as well. So we'll take a look at awards really quickly, just so we can get an idea of who won everything. No awards for us, sadly. I'm surprised we didn't win any Rookie of the Year awards with how many rookies were in the team. And we just came short behind Tristan Lutz, who had a pretty good year. Marmolejo and Corbin right behind him. So, okay, so not too far off. I'm expecting the CPU to have definitely changed some of our pitching staff, which we have a closing pitcher as a starter. Mitch White is not a pitcher that I'm supposed to be using. How much time did he get? He didn't get any innings. All right, cool. So we'll take a look at our staff. So Miguel Castillo, who was season 1, I believe. Season 1. Really solid season. Yeah, the wins and losses aren't there, but that's a good ERA and whip. Whitmore struggled a little bit, but his potential or his attributes are going up, so I love to see that. I don't care about Gorzelski. Haas, he's getting better. I have faith in him. And then Weber, not a starter, so not worried about him. Nick Mears had 19 innings, which he's not supposed to. Tachiki, 15 innings, pretty solid. Okay, keep my eye on him. Blanco struggled a little bit. Nunez was pretty solid. Kenny Joseph, very good. Wow. Okay. Gaylord didn't get any time. Waldron was really, really good. He was our closer. So let's go down here and see who got sent down. Not Nunez. Not, what was it? Conrath. How did he do? Not terrible. I'll definitely take that. Ivan Benitez was really good. They took him out of the long relief spot for no reason. He was having a great season. Merca too. Okay. You know what? What about, did Caminiti get any time? He did not. But you know what? Okay. We've got some decent players in the squad. Ishikawa got sent down. Who else got sent down? I don't think anybody else. Maybe Anderson, I think. Yeah, but that was it. So they sent up this guy who shouldn't have gotten any time. But I think that's the only changes. So okay, Nelson Kong did well. He's dropping in rating, but he did well. Junior Bedalia, we've got Cordero, really solid. I'll take that. I'll take those numbers for a backup catcher for sure. And then Santiago didn't get any time, which is good because he's not supposed to. So our starting catcher, Gustavo Cardona, not great, but we do have that other catcher whose name is skipping me right now. Is it Lawrence Simmons? So he could come up next year, so he might get some time. Aguila led the league in doubles, 17 stolen bases as well. I mean, those are good numbers. I'll take that. His contact for his lefties went down. It sucks, but overall, pretty good year. Cisneros, one of our better players. I'll take those numbers. You know, it's his first season. He's going to get better. Look at those hitting stats already. Looks fantastic. Marmolejo, he's going to be so good. He's going to be so good for this team. Holy cow. Corbin, if we can get that on-base percentage up a little bit, we're golden. We're golden. Everything else is really good. Ricky Milano struggled a little bit. What's wrong with him? He's just not really developing hitting-wise. Anaya, meh. Merced, ooh, okay. I wonder if he's someone that we could potentially move to a different position. Might have to think about that. And then Nieve struggled for sure. So he was like kind of that prospect that I was looking to possibly move. I wonder if we can move, like, is Merced a lefty thrower? He is. What about like Milano? He can play first base. He's 6'3". I wonder if we can move him to third base, because we kind of do need a third baseman, right? We've got Marmolejo at second, who's 6'4". What about Aguila? He's 5'11". He's got decent fielding, and that's why I'm thinking about moving Milano at 6'3" to first base. Or not first base, because we have Cisneros. Ooh, Cisneros can play third, but he's got worse fielding. So I'm thinking Cisneros at first. Maybe we move like Milano to third, and then that way we can get Merced in the lineup, because Merced's lefty. We can't bring him into the team. He can't play first base. He's too short. And we have Lawrence Simmons, who's going to come up and play catcher for us soon. And we don't really have anybody else. So I'm thinking that's the move. Maybe we move Milano to third, and then we should be good for the rest, because like we do have a short. Most of the other players are pretty solid potential wise. So before I forget, let's do that. And I should have done that before like anything else happened, but let's move him to third. That might actually bump up his rating a little bit too. Let me see. He was like a 70, 75, 76. He's about the same actually, but let's keep him at third. This guy's not part of the team, so we don't have to worry about that. And let's keep building the team from here. So yeah, you guys saw the picks already. See you guys for the next season. Alrighty, season 7. We're starting it. Ranked 30th still. But you know what? We did pretty well last year. I don't see why we can't have another, productive year. I'm not going to say a good year, but a productive year. So you guys can see the ratings here of everybody. I'm really expecting Miguel Castillo to kind of like pop off. Hopefully. We've got Whitmore, Haas maybe, Benitez, and Tachiki. We've got Merca, Blanco, Nunez, Gorzelski, Kruger, Joseph, and Waldron. I mean, bullpen, I wasn't too disappointed with last year. And then this right here, I mean, the starting rotation I wasn't upset with either. And then obviously our bench hasn't really changed much, but we do bring up one player in Lawrence Simmons. He looks fantastic. I don't really know how to get him into the team. Maybe first base, but we do have Cisneros. So maybe like Milano's kind of like on a trial basis. Maybe he ends up being a backup for us if he doesn't really turn it around. And then maybe we go Simmons at first. We keep Cardona at catcher, and then we move Cisneros to third. Or, yeah, I mean, we're going to have to move players around. I don't really know where. Like, Cisneros' fielding is atrocious, but, like, Simmons is one of our best players. Like, he's definitely going to need to play. So, we'll see how it goes. Season 7. Hopefully, we can, like, kind of push towards a wild card spot. I don't expect us to be really close to it, but at least be, you know, maybe, like, 7 games out. I think that'd be a respectable season. Maybe somewhere we can finish. You know, we finished 19 games out last year, and I think 13 out in the division. So if we can at least get within like 10 games, we'll go 10 games. If we can get inside that 10 game range for both the division and the wild card spot, I'll take this as a win for the season. So let's get to the draft, and I'll see you guys in a bit. All right, so our draft, kind of good and bad. Alonso Garce, a catcher, or Garce, probably Alonso Garce. Catcher, A potential. He's got some decent hitting stats. He's also got a cannon, so could help us out within a season or two. We've got Darius Hannah, who's a relief pitcher, looks decent as well. 66 overall, 66 overall, 82 potential, 78 potential for Sal Stout. We've got Ray Francisco, 86 potential. He's got really good bunt. I didn't notice that at first, but good pitching stats. Feliz, not great. We've got Lon Eagle, 87 potential, looks decent. And then Christian Encarnacion, 70 potential. But I think he could help us out pretty soon. I think he could potentially help us out pretty soon. And then I think Garce could help us out. Possibly even Hannah as well. I feel like we've got a pretty good draft here. So pretty close to what we did last year. I think we're like 1 game different. Maybe 2 games. Let me take a look. We are 72 and 90 was last season. What did we just finish at now? I forgot already. 75 and 87. So actually we got better. So okay, yeah, we didn't get better in the division, but you know what? The ERA's better. The average about the same, a little bit higher. And in the wild card, we're 11 games out. So about where I wanted to be in the wild card. And I'll take that. That's a victory. Small dubs. We got to take them. Baby steps. It's not going to just be we're going to be the best team in baseball. But we're at least getting some players that are starting to develop pretty quickly. And I'm pretty happy with that. So you guys can kind of see what we're rocking with here for around the league. I think we have some really good players. I think we have some underrated players as well. I think this guy's going to be so good. I think he is. I don't know what it is about him, but the dude just gets on base. Charles Marmolejo's at 90. That's insane. But yeah, pitching, I was actually pretty surprised with when I saw it. So I'll show you guys in a sec, but no awards. I doubt we're in the running for any of the awards either. So looking at this, no, we're not. And now let's take a look at our pitching staff, because it looks like they changed it up a little bit. Merca, tough second half. Tough second half. He definitely had a lower ERA and WHIP towards the All-Star, or at the All-Star break. And then who else was pitching with us, because they've definitely moved some players. Gorzelski, and I think that might be it. Weber, no, I didn't get any time. Okay, so now let me show you what we got here. So Miguel Castillo, again, pretty strong season. I'll take it. We've got Whitmore, who had a great year. Love seeing that from him. We've got Bryant Haas, who definitely turned it around. What a year. Crazy season. Benitez, still very consistent. And Tachiki struggled a little bit, but as our 5-starter, I'm okay with that. I mean, when you look at their overalls, I feel like we're doing pretty well. Tejada came in, struggled heavily. Only 19, though, so he's got some time to grow. We've got Blanco here. Tough season, but better than last year. That's all I'm really looking for. You know, Nunez, pretty similar, I would say. Milaki didn't get any innings, neither did Wallen. Waldron turned it around the second half. He had like a 6 ERA at one point, so he definitely turned it around. He's keeping the whip low, and maybe he's more of a setup guy. And then Willard Brenner and Kenny Joseph. Maybe Kenny Joseph is our closer, and then we I think our bullpen is going to be set for quite some time, so that I'm not worried about. Looking at our bench now, just making sure you guys can see the above me. And Anaya, we've got Bedalia, Anderson, and then the pitcher. So someone got sent down. Who? Oh no, I sent down Ishikawa. No, actually, did he come? Yeah, he did get sent down. Cordero. He did get sent down. Okay. Now, Gustavo Cardona. So what I'm thinking is, depending on how our third baseman did, Milano, we might have some moving around to do. But Cardona is great. He gets on base. His OPS is good. His average is good. Aguila, pretty similar to what he did last year. He's not a power guy. His power numbers are 36 and 51. He ain't hitting for a lot of home runs. Cisneros, no, not the potential. Not the potential. Marmolejo is unbelievable. He's going to be the best player on this team. You've got Corbin. Okay, the OPS and the average slightly went up. The slugging slightly went up as well. So as long as it's improving, I'm happy with that. Howard Corbin, but he's from Cuba. Okay. Milano improved. Okay. So maybe we won't have to drop him from the lineup, and he could definitely stay in the team. Lawrence Simmons struggled a little bit, but still a respectable season. He'll continue to improve. We'll get him in the lineup more and more and more. Merced still putting up really good numbers, liking what I'm seeing from him. Definitely going to keep him in like left field. And then Jackie Nieve, he improved. Okay, so we might have a shortstop set up as well. So, okay, we might just keep the same lineup. We do have Garce, who we just drafted, but coming from last year, we had a second baseman, a center fielder, and a right fielder. So let me see who didn't make the cut. It was Julian Alvarez, 69 overall. So I still think we can hold off on him. The center fielder was Whitley, who's got really good contact versus lefties. But that's really about it. And then the second baseman was Del Villar, which I think we can wait on him as well. So I think that might be it on players besides like Ishikawa, who he's not really going to be much. And like Anderson is slowly improving. He's more of a platoon guy versus righties. And so, yeah, you know, we still have Cordero, who is good versus lefties, but that's about it too. So I think we kind of have our mainstays now. The pitching might change a little bit here and there depending on how some of these players develop. But yeah, that's the team. There we go. Let's keep going forward. Let's see how season 8 treats us. Season 8, and not much has changed. You know, the pitching staff kind of looks the same. You know, a couple changes here and there. The bullpen is kind of the area with the most changes. I'm going to give Joseph the shot here with Waldron being the setup guy. And yeah, we do have Tejada, who I think is going to be really good. It's just I think he needs more time. We've also got Murka down here as well. The bullpen arms are developing quickly too, so I'm not really too freaked out about that. Keith Calderon. Who is Keith Calderon? Oh, I'm on AAA. I was like, who is that? That's not a player on our team. So bench currently looks the same as per usual. And then our starters, I'm not going to touch it. The team was fantastic last year. I'm going to leave it as is. Let's see if we can, you know, really get close to that wild card spot. We're still ranked 30th, but I feel like we have something special going with this squad. Also looking at some of our players. Let me see what that catcher is looking like. What was his name? Garce. Yeah, he ain't close. Man, I don't think any of those players that we drafted would be ready anytime soon. So let's see how it goes. I'm gonna leave it there. I mean, yeah, we're ranked 30th, but I still have faith in this squad. So again, I'll see you guys at the draft. Like I said, this is season 8. This is getting to the point where, like, man, we might be here a while. We might be here for 10 seasons. Who knows? I'm starting to see players really develop quickly. Like, our starting rotation has 3 80s, and they're in the mid 80s. Our bullpen, probably one of the better bullpens in the league. And then when you look at the lineup, we're almost 80s. We're almost 80s across the board in the starting, and we have 2 90s. 2 90s. That's absolutely insane. So I have a feeling if we can get some good growth this season with our players, we could be a really strong team come next year. And then I feel like maybe 9 or 10 for the season, we could be a really good competitor. So let's see how it goes. I'll see you guys at the draft. All right, the top 4 picks from this draft look really, really good. You know, Dusty Dickinson, really good contact versus righties. This could be a guy that we could just use off the bench. Good platoon bat. We've got Esteban Mesa, an outfielder with really good hitting stats. He could potentially help us out probably next season. He looks really good. And then Brady Nesbitt. I mean, those walks per 9 make me very happy. And then, of course, we've got Fabio Campaneris. Looks decent. And then the rest were shots in the dark. Didn't really go well. But the top 4 look really good. 81 and 81. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. It's getting close to a positive record. Man, it's only taken 8 seasons. Well, technically, it's really taken, what, 3? Since we started in season 6. So, I mean, we're not progressing too slowly. A team ERA is getting better. Team average is getting better. We're 14 games out in the Central, so the Central is clearly a very competitive division. But in the wild card, 9 games. 9 games out. Okay. I got faith then. Okay. You know what? We could definitely turn this around. Maybe if we just have 1 or 2 players really pop off, that might be all we need. So we don't have any league leaders, so I'm not really worried about it. We do have an award winner though. What did we win? A Gold Glove. Okay, that's not what I wanted. We'll quickly see if we have anybody kind of in the mix. Cisneros for the batting title. Okay, but outside of that, doesn't really look like we have anything else. So pitching rotation wise, I had Conrath, and it just looks like Conrath's not really the move in the majors. Lon Eagle though looks like he could potentially come up, not next season but maybe season 10. He's been developing pretty quickly. And who else? I think Gaylord had some time in the majors. He wasn't terrible actually. He actually was pretty decent. He would be a player that I would consider using again next year. And then Nunez, small amount of innings, 70 innings, so kind of what he normally does. He was okay. Again, kind of struggled, which is weird because his numbers are, his attributes are pretty good. And Brenner got sent down even though he was electric. He was so good. And then when we take a look at our actual pitching rotation, we have Whitmore, who had a good year. Actually, I can keep myself down here because you guys can still see the stats. So Whitmore is really good. We've got Haas, who is very, very, very good. We have Castillo, Benitez, and Tachiki. So Tachiki is the worst one of the bunch. I mean, and then we have Tejeda, who didn't get to pitch this year, but he's up to an 82, so maybe he pops up right there, and we're set. Milaki didn't get any innings. They just called him up for some reason. Blanco he's struggling. He's struggling big time. Weber didn't get any innings. Bert Nunez, pretty good. Pretty good. I'll take that. Waldron, the ERA is high, but the whip is really low. So, like, I'm still pretty happy with his output. Wallen didn't get any innings, and Kenny Joseph is our closer. He's our closer. He's earned the job. He's unbelievable. So, taking a look at the lineup now. I'm looking at it. It looks like Ishikawa got sent down. So, he's right here. 22 at-bats, didn't really do well. And I've called up Cordero for a little bit, and he looked like he did okay, but nothing too crazy. But the players to look for are, where'd he go? Whitley and the catcher, really about it. And then Del VR, but doesn't look like he's going up too much. So looking at our bench, Kong is just getting worse and worse and worse. So we kind of need someone to replace him. Anaya is still a decent bench bat, nothing special. Bedalia, meh. And then Steve Anderson though, one hit and 3 at bats. I'll take it. Gustavo Cardona is improving still, so I'm gonna take it. He's getting better and better, so that's good to see. Frank Aguilar looks like he's actually improving. On base percentage is going up too, so love to see that. And again, these guys are still really young, you know, mid to low 20s. Cisneros is really good. He gets on base at an elite level. Marmolejo took a little bit of a step back this year, which does suck, but he is a 92. Corbin, a 93. Okay. Kind of similar to what he did last year. He did get the on-base percentage up, though, so I do like to see that. Milano improved again. I'll take it. Simmons is getting really good, though. He's up to an 87. Like, he has to start. I just don't know how. Merced, still very good, and Nieves is really good as well. So, I don't know how to get Simmons into the lineup unless we drop. Who do we drop, man? Simmons has got to start. And I feel like Milano had a really good year. Can't take him out. Aguila? And then move Milano back to the outfield. Cisneros to third. Where's our catcher? Cardona to first. And then Simmons is our new... I mean... like, Aguila's been good. He gets on base. He's got the speed and everything. And he is improving. But compared to the rest of the hitters on the team, he kind of is the worst. We'll think about it. I'll think about it. But yeah, season 8's in the books. We're getting closer and closer and closer. We're inching our way there. Let's see how season 9 treats us. Season 9, and I'm hoping this is the year we at least make the postseason. I think we can definitely do it. Yes, we're ranked 29th, but we have a really good offense. And I think our pitching staff's not too far behind it either. I think Benitez can be kind of a sneaky player for us. You know, his whip's been fairly good. Yes, the ERA is a little high, but like, I think he can be pretty good for us. You know, I'm looking at the other options we have. Eagle could definitely come up next season. Lon Eagle. I initially drafted him because I thought his name was Lone Eagle because I quickly glanced at it and I was like, sold. But it's Lon Eagle. Anyways, still looks really good. And Tejada is going to be our long reliever. And then our bullpen, I don't know about Blanco. Brenner was really good. Kruger, high ERA, but the whip was decent. And he's kept his whip pretty solid. Nunez, Waldron, and Kenny Joseph. So overall, I'm pretty happy with the way our pitching staff's starting to shape up. And our offense, like I said, we're almost all 80s. So I'm pretty happy with this as well. I mean, like, look at this team. This team is stacked. We've got 290s. 290s. It's unreal. So thinking about players that we could use next year, we have Dusty Dickinson, who I think could be a guy that we use as a platoon just against righties if we really need to. Esteban Mesa should be in every starting lineup. Yeah, good, because he is a freak of nature and he's gonna be so good next year when we call him up, because we're probably gonna need him some way, shape, or form. And then yeah, I think that's really about it. You know, when I'm looking at all our draft picks from the previous seasons, there really aren't any right now that'll help us out. I mean, we could look at, we haven't really drafted a good starter in a while. You know, we do have Nesbitt, but he's quite a while away. We've got Fabio, he's quite a while away. And then the bullpen, again, not many. Maybe Hannah, but like other than that, we don't really have any pitchers. So hopefully we can get something like really, really good, like a 70, kind of like Mesa, but maybe like a bullpen arm, just to kind of really solidify that pitching staff. So let's see how it goes. Maybe we can get a really good starter too. I don't know, but season 9, hopefully we get a good year. So after the first 2 rounds, it was actually the first round in a competitive balance pick. I've really tried to find players who I think could help us out immediately. And I'm thinking some of these bullpen arms, yeah, their potentials aren't that great, but I think they could help us out pretty soon. Quinones as a catcher, I'm thinking more just as a bat for us to use. He's also got decent fielding and an arm, so we could potentially move him out to the infield. Elliott, McDermott, he's got really good walks per 9. I really like that about him, but we'll see if he is any good. Lopez looks like he's gonna just get worse, which sucks because 74 overall looks pretty solid. Alexis Gonzalez looks decent. He could definitely improve pretty quickly. And then Averill. I mean, I'm trying to get some players who can help us out pretty quickly, and I just feel like as we get lower in the draft, because we're starting to get better and better and better, we're not going to get those top picks anymore. So the first 2 are good. Maybe the other ones can be sneaky picks for us. Wow, we won the division, 86-76. Holy cow, are you serious? I'm looking at the record, I'm keeping track of it, and wow, okay. I didn't think that was going to happen. I thought we were going to be a wild card team. You know, the ERA's at 3.6, solid. Average about 260, where we've been kind of sitting, but we beat the Brewers by 3 games. At the beginning of September, we were tied. So, I mean, I thought there was a possibility we could get it, but then I was like, you know what? We're most likely going to be a wild card team, and it's a good thing that we did win the division because we probably wouldn't have been a wild card team otherwise. So, there we go. First division title. Only took 9 years, but in theory, it actually really took 4. So I'm pretty happy about that. We do have some league leaders. Merced with the most stolen bases. So that's good to see. Any other league leaders in the mix? Marmolejos for hits. We've got Marmolejos for at-bats. Doubles, Marmolejo. I keep saying Marmolejos. It's Marmolejo. And I think that might be it. I doubt anybody with home runs because I know Corbin was really struggling this year. We've got an award. I'm assuming it's a Gold Glove. Oh, Rookie of the Year for Tejada. Okay. So there's that. That's good to see. I love seeing that. I think that's our first like actual award besides a Gold Glove. Holy cow, 18-1. Excuse me. All right. So I called up. Let me see who's here. Actually, Gorzalski got sent down even though I called him up. But all right. So Tejada, yeah, the whip's high, yeah, the ERA's high, but 18-1. Talk about a long reliever. He's probably going to be in our rotation next year. His attributes are insane. The walks per 9 are really low. That worries me. So is his control, but hopefully we can work past that. Blanco, how'd you do this year? Much better. Love seeing that. Brenner is lights out. We've got, dude, Gaylord's pretty good. Nunez, yes, he got the whip down, so I'm good. I'm happy to see that. Kenny Joseph struggled a little bit this year, and then Wallen and Waldron took over at the closer spot. He did really, really well. Looking at our starters, I mean, we're putting out some really good starters on the mound. So I'm thinking maybe Tachiki moves there, and then Tejada kind of moves like here. Maybe something like, oh wait, like this. Maybe like this. Maybe. We'll see. Two lefties kind of worries me, but we'll figure it out. And I took out Milano because he was struggling so much. He was just having a really bad year, unfortunately. And yeah, there's that. And then when you look at our team, Cardona's doing really well. I love seeing that. Merced is doing really well. I mean, crazy numbers. You've got Marmolejo. Corbin did take a step back this year, which does suck, but the on-base percentage is going up, so I like seeing that. Anaya, pretty decent. He's been kind of like a DH platoon for us. Who did we lose? Cisneros? Why? He didn't have a terrible year. Get him back in the team. Get him back in the team. We'll just get him back in the team. No. Get in here. And then we'll send down. Who did we have that we just really don't need? Anybody here? We'll just send down Wallen because he didn't even pitch. Why did they? No, he wasn't even having a terrible season. Get him back in the team. Nope, that wasn't it. Where is he? That's AAA. Nope. There he is. Okay, so he fits there. We got Marmolejo, had a good year. Corbin, Anaya, who's been a decent little bench bat for us. Simmons, really, really good. Holy cow. You've got Aguila, who struggled a lot this year, which sucks. So I'm thinking Mesa is going to come up and take that outfield spot since Milano and Aguila both struggled this year. Nieve is looking really good at the shortstop spot, and then back to Cardona. Dickinson plays first base, catcher, and left field, so probably not going to help us out in the infield. We do have a middle infielder here, but I don't know if he's ready just yet. Who could help us out in the infield? We have Whitley, we have Alvarez, and then we have Dickinson and Mesa. Those are kind of the main ones to look out for. Badalia, probably his time's done, but I think Mesa could come up next year. Probably taking over for maybe Kong, and then move one of those bats that we have in the lineup to the bench. So here we go, postseason time for the first time, and we don't have all lineups set because they sent down someone that I didn't want sent down. So let's get that situated. Throw him here. Maybe go like, maybe move him up a little bit in the lineup, like right there. Yeah, he struggled, but we're gonna break it. No, I don't want to sim to offseason. So game 1, we lose. Game 2, we win. Okay. Game 3, we lose. Game 4, we lose. That's okay. We made the postseason for the first time, and that's all that matters. I'm expecting big things. The Braves defeat the Mariners, and maybe next year, maybe 10 seasons is the window where we actually do it. No exclusive negotiations, so we'll just move into the off season. And yeah, we made the postseason for the first time. Like that's a huge step. We'll see what season 10 does for us. All right, season 10. Maybe this is the year we can make it far into the postseason. And I mean, the team's looking good. I mean, look at this. All 80s for the first time in the starting rotation. We got Tachiki. Our bullpen is looking really good. Almost all 80s here as well. And I mean, I feel like we've got a really good squad here. I feel like we really do. You know, you look at our lineup. Yeah, Jose Anaya doesn't look fantastic, but like I'm trying to see who else. I guess we could go Aguila there. Yeah, maybe Anderson. We'll see. I think I'm gonna go like this though. But I mean, like, this team is so stacked. Like, it's just really, yeah, who would have thought we were able to put together? It did take 10 years, yeah, right. And it was only draft picks though. So like, this whole squad, only draft picks. Insane. So Dusty's still down here. I did call up Mesa. I don't know if you guys saw that. You probably didn't because I'm covering it. But he's really good versus lefties. But I'm just gonna throw him in. Start. Here you go. He looks like he's 90, dude. He's 22. Look at him. He's got the full stash. He looks like he looks like he's had a full life already. All right. So here we go. 24th ranked, second contact. Got a little bit of power, a little bit of pitching, but I think this is the team. I think this is the team that's going to get us far into the postseason. Fingers crossed at least. Let's see how it goes. So at our 10th draft, we got Josh Nettles as our first pick, 67 overall, but those per nines are really, really good. So I like this pick. This could be a guy that could hop into the bullpen in a season or two. We've got Zarate. Almonte looks really good with the contact. That's about it. Ray Ornelas looks okay. He looks huge. 5'10", 200 pounds. There you go. And yeah, the rest are all right. Nieve looks decent. Ooh, he could actually help us out like immediately. Ooh, I like that pick. I didn't realize he was that high rated. That's a solid pickup right there. Back-to-back division wins, 95 and 67. There we go. There we go. Let's see how we finish it out. Beat the Reds by 2 games. And we're ranked the 17th best team in baseball. The ERA, this pitching is leading this team. Some of our offensive players that we really relied on are starting to go down. They're starting to fall apart. And I don't like that. 255 average as a team. You can see we're kind of been hovering around there. But the ERA, the pitching is really carrying this squad. And looking around the league, we're actually the best team in baseball on paper. Yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll take that. We got a league leader, Ken Whitmore, Tejada, and Waldron. Pitching, I told you, is going to be super key with this team. We got Cardona up there for batting average. And pitching, you know, was my biggest worry with this team. And now they're starting to turn it around and become like key parts, like the main part of this squad. We had our first home run member, Corbin and Marmolejo. So there's good. That's good to see. No awards this year, but you know what? Maybe this is, you know, Tejada. This guy's good. 22. Man, this guy's gonna be nasty. Waldron's in there for reliever of the year. And no rookie. Oh, Mays made it in the mix for the rookie of the year. So let's see here. So they brought up Wallen and they sent down Tachiki and Eagle. Really, Tachiki was outstanding. Look at those numbers. Eagle, solid. That's crazy. No. I called up Eagle to be an extra long reliever, and then hold on. Where is Tachiki? Okay, let's fix this because I want to show you what I had. I had him in the majors. I had him in the majors. Well, I guess he's not going to be in the major squad. Can I get him on the playoff roster? I could. Okay, I'm going to do it. Sorry, Castillo. You're not cutting it. So I had Castillo in the team, though. So I'll show you his MLB stats for the season. Like, again, they're not terrible. They're not bad. But he's progressively, you know, he's a 5. He's a 5 starter. And he was one of our very first picks. And I thank him for everything that he's done with this club. But you know what? I think it's time to move on from him and try to get someone new. Who is Ray Francisco? When did we get Ray Francisco? Let me take a little peek. I don't remember. When did we get Ray Francisco? I don't think he's one of our draft picks. 21 years old? He has to be. When did we get him? I don't see his name at all. Oh, no. A couple seasons ago. 4 seasons ago. Okay. That makes sense. He looks really good, though. So, there's that. But there's that. And then I had not him up. I don't think he even pitched in the majors this year. No. Let's remove him. And Wallen wasn't in the mix either. So, they sent down a pitcher that we had in the... No, not a pitcher. A hitter. They sent down Cisneros again. Man, that is not what I had. Okay. I'll tell you what I had. So... I had Tachiki here. I had Eagle here. And then I had Castillo, right? Castillo here. So I had Castillo, Eagle. And then I had Haas, Whitmore, Tejada, Benitez, Tachiki. Those were my 5 starters. I had my 2 long relievers. And then I think I did call up. I called up a hitter to help us out for the 28-man roster for September. But of course, the CPU has to get involved, change everything. So let me show you how our pitchers did. I mean, like I said, pitching is unbelievable. Look at these numbers. If we don't win a World Series with this squad, I don't know what's gonna win it for us. Lou Eagle even had a really good year. Blanco looks like this is what we're gonna get from him. Little disappointing. Brenner lights out though. Unbelievable. You got Nunez. You got another Nunez. We've got Joseph and Waldron. Talk about a bullpen and rotation, a pitching staff that is lights out, and I love it. It is, man, unbelievable. So happy we're able to put that together. The offense, though, a little a little dicey, a little hit and miss. So I'm gonna mix it up a little bit for the playoffs, but you guys can kind of see what everyone's rocking with. Cardona though, is just continuing to get better, which is insane. You've got Merced, who again doing really well. Cisneros did struggle this year. I'm gonna drop him all the way to the bottom of the lineup. We've got Marmolejo, Corbin gets better and better and better. We got Aguila, who did a little bounce back this year. We've got Simmons, who's still doing really solid. Mesa in his first season, I will take that, 24 home runs. And then Nieve took a little step back, had a rough season. So I'm going to move Cisneros down here, and I'm going to pull up maybe Simmons in the 3 spot, man. Anybody on the bench do well? Cordero, but like he's more of like a situational matchup. So let's just kind of move him down a little bit. And yeah, that should help out a little bit, hopefully. So we're in the postseason. We are taking on the Reds. All right, we got to win this. Come on. No losses. No losses. There we go. One more win. Come on. We got to win this. We cannot lose this game. We cannot lose this game. This is the season. We'll go to Haas and let's get this win. Come on. I need a good inning. No, not that. That is like the last thing we needed, because the offense is not what I'm worried about, or the offense is what I was worried about. And the pitching, I thought, was what we were going to lead us to victory. And then 5 runs in the first, a double play too. All right, that was his last inning for sure. And we're going to pinch hit here. We're going to go to Milano. Swings, he's out. All right, so we're going to do a pitching change. We're going to go to Eagle. Hopefully Eagle can do the job for us. And can we get some runs, guys? Get the offense going. Come on. We're running out of time. There we go. Cisneros, that's what we needed to do. Just drop him a little bit lower. He's going to get the bat going, and we'll come back into this game. I have faith. I have faith for sure. Okay, he gets us out of it. We've got 4 innings left. 4 innings left to turn this around. Marmolejo, there it is. Simmons gets us within 2. Can we get a little late rally going? No. All right. So we're within 2. That's all we need. All right, perfect. Let's get Robbie Starr out. Isaac Matson, Cisneros grounds out. Nieve, we're gonna take him out because we need the bats going. We'll bring in Aguila. We'll take one Eagle in for another. He grounds out. Not what I needed. Okay, so let's go Joseph here. Strike out, fly out. We got 2 innings left. It all comes down to this. A walk, okay. Yes, Marmolejo. That's what I'm talking about. And then another walk. Come on. Luis Castillo's coming in. A double play. No, not now. Really? You can't. No, not there. A pop-up, and a single. So we're still in it. But who is it going to be? What is Ayala? What is he, a lefty? Okay, so we're gonna pinch hit. Who's got the best lefty hitting stats? Cordero. I need you here. A ground out, and we get eliminated there. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, man. That first inning killed us. The offense came to play. We got back in it, but the pitching. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more year, because I know we have the team and I want to see how we do. So let's go do this 11th season. Already last season. It's been 11 seasons. It's been long enough. This has got to be the year. I mean, look at these numbers. Haas, Whitmore, Tejada, Benitez. You got Tachiki, Lon Eagle, Blanco, Brenner, Nunez, Joseph, and Waldron. I mean, look at those attributes. They're through the roof on every single player. I mean, this team is stacked. And then when you look at the offensive lineup, it is the bench. You got Milano, we got Whitley, who we just called up, Aguila, Cordero, Del VR. I mean, it's a stacked squad. And then you looked at this side of the team, you got Cardona, Merced, Simmons, Marmolejo, Corbin, Nieve, Cisneros, Mesa, and then Dickinson. I called him up to face righties only. That was it. He's only here for righties. I mean, insane team here. And Let's see how it goes. We're ranked 21st. We have the best contact number in baseball, or contact team in baseball, and everything else is about middle of the pack. So we'll see how it goes. Hopefully this is the year. So at 85 and 78, we won the division. I was getting worried. We actually had a playoff game. And that was for the division. Oh man, the ERA went up a little bit. Team average is still sitting around the same. Man, that's tough. Looks like we kind of, I don't want to say fell off a bit, but like something wasn't, we weren't there like we normally were, which is a little disappointing, because like I felt like this was the season when we would have really broke out. Everything would have kind of clicked, but I guess not. I guess it just wasn't the year. So awards wise, we didn't get any awards here, unfortunately, but yeah, so sadly no major Cy Young or MVP or anything like that, which does suck. But let's take a look and see how the team did as a whole. I'm assuming some stuff got shuffled up, so let me see if everything was the way I had it. So he's not supposed to be here, let's call him back up. We'll send down Wallen, and then I know they sent down a hitter, but who? Dickinson, how is he doing? He had a really good year and they sent him down. Makes no sense. I hate when the CPU just gets involved like that. So let me show you the seasons for everybody. Bryant Haas was really good. I mean, you look at his numbers, his career ERA is at 3.24 and his whips at 1.25. This was his worst season. Unbelievable. Whitmore had his worst season as well, but I mean his numbers were outstanding. Vernon Tejada definitely struggled this year, which sucks. Ivan Benitez struggled as well. Our whole pitching staff struggled. What happened? Lou Eagle was really good. Love seeing that. Blanco struggled. Nunez was good. This Nunez was good. Actually, it was just the starters. The starters really struggled this year. That sucks, man, especially since they were so good last year. This should be Dickinson, and we'll take a look at our bench here. Ricky Milano, you can see he finished with 90 home runs in 7 seasons, which isn't too bad. He actually was pretty decent off the bench this year. You got Whitley, who was meh. Aguila, who was okay. I definitely think he was a little underwhelming. I expected really big things from him, and he just never really performed. Like he started off pretty hot, almost 180 hits for like 3-4 seasons, and then just fell off. Yeah, he was disappointing for sure. You look at Cordero, okay, definitely improving still. Like the OPS was never high with him, but like he was good as a bench player for sure. All right, this is the important stuff. Cardona, 91 home runs in 6 years. Looks like he definitely fell off this year, which sucks because he was such a good first base catcher for us. Like he was outstanding. Merced, okay, still putting up really good numbers, starting to kind of hit like the prime of his career. I think he's a really good player. I really like this pickup. He was season, let me see. He was originally a right fielder and I moved him to left field. So he was season, or was he a left fielder and I moved him to right field? Merced. He was season 5, and he just came in and took over for sure. Simmons, I know Simmons was season 5 as well, and he's been an outstanding piece to this team. Marmolejo was what, season 3, and like he again, yeah, he took a step back this year, but was really good. Corbin was was season 2 first pick. He was outstanding. I mean, like he's been really good for us. Nieve, he was season, where is he? He was season 6, season 5. He was a late round pick in season 5, and he's been an outstanding shortstop for us. Only 23, by the way, only 23. Cisneros was really good. I can't knock him. He was really good. And then Mesa just joined us, and he's only getting better. And Dusty Dickinson, 22 years old. Look at those hitting stats and 134 games. Look at those numbers. I mean, talk about a guy who came in right after getting drafted and just toss him in there. Actually, he didn't just get drafted. He got drafted a few seasons ago, 2 or 3 to be exact. So it comes down to this. Can we finally make it past the first season or first round of the postseason? And yes, there we go. That's what I'm looking for from my squad. So next game was Benitez. Okay, so Benitez. So it needs to go this, and then this, and then we'll flip those two. So now heading into this matchup against the Marlins, and come on, win this game. Ah, dang it. So if we lose this, we're done. All right, here we go. We need to win. We need to win. We're home. We need to set something big here. We need to set an example. They've got Mountcastle, Pache, Jesus Sanchez, Austin Riley. I mean, this team is nutty. We got to score, though. We got to score here against Wilson Brooks. I can feel it. Come on. No, don't do that. Don't do that. 1 run so far for them. Come on, offense. I need you here. Nothing. Nothing at all. 1 run scores. 1 run scores. 1 run scores. I mean, he's getting rocked. 4 runs. He's going to be done. We'll take him out. We'll go to, what is Wilson Brooks? He's a lefty. All right, so we're going to pinch hit Aguila, and he flies out, of course. Hit by pitch and a pop-up. So we still haven't scored. Pitching change, we're going to go to Lou Eagle. He's been really good in the bullpen for us. He allows a run, of course. We're down 5 again. This is like last year all over again. Can we come back and do something? The offense has been pitiful. 2 hits. That's it. I think that's it. I think that was really the nail in the coffin right there. I mean, we get 1 back thanks to Simmons, who has kind of been like the best player out of the whole bunch. But 6-2, I don't really know if we're going to be able to come back and do much here. So they bring in CJ Carter. We've got 3 innings left. And I don't know. I should have taken out Eagle last inning. I don't know. I'm so defeated that like I should have taken Eagle out last inning. It's just okay. Maybe something here. A ground out. Come on. Eagle's been as I say, the Eagle's been good. He gets rocked there. So 7-2. It all comes down to this, and really just comes down to him. Can he do it? That's it. 7-2. Oh, man, this team was so good. So good. I had such high expectations for them, and they just this close, just couldn't put it together to get to the... that would have taken us to the World Series, man. So close. Oh, I'm going to call it there, though. 11 seasons is enough to turn this team around, and that was the squad we did. The draft-only rebuild, we came... Oh, well, 2 games short, actually, of a World Series. That's tough. That's tough. Oh, man. Man, dang, the pitching really just fell apart in the postseason, which is crazy because that was like the best part of the team. And I hope you enjoyed this draft-only rebuild. Dang, I thought we had it. I thought we did. I thought that was a good enough team, but I guess maybe we should have focused on a little bit more offense. I don't know. I don't know what we could have done a little bit differently, but I hope you enjoyed that draft-only rebuild. Whew, a lot of seasons, a lot of scouting. A lot of cool players to see. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thumbs up if you did. Subscribe to the channel if you're new and enjoy the content. And I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.